My name is Sydney Jensen. I teach at Lincoln High. I'm currently 31 weeks pregnant with our second child. We're not finding out what we're having, so it'll be a fun surprise. My daughter Gloria, we call her Glow, she is 4. When I found out I was pregnant with her, it was during the pandemic. I'm not sure how much people are aware, but there was a huge uptick in women experiencing postpartum depression who were pregnant during the pandemic. It just exacerbated those like feelings and fears surrounding becoming a parent. And I really struggled with postpartum depression. I had scarcely taken a day off in like 8 years of teaching, saving up for a maternity leave. And so I had about 8 weeks saved. As that 8 weeks was approaching the end of it, I could not go back to school yet. And I knew that doing so would have been really detrimental to where I was already in like a really negative space with my mental health. It's such a vulnerable, thing to be able to say out loud that you're having issues with postpartum depression. I felt like, even though I really respect and trust my principal, I wasn't in a space where I hadn't even told my parents. Like the only people who knew, were my doctor and my husband. And so I just had to tell him and HR, like, I just need more time. And that meant accessing family medical leave, but it also meant going unpaid for all of that time. And so then that financial burden then adds to the stress that you're under. And like, especially with a diagnosis like postpartum depression, adding that extra thing in just kind of made things worse. And I think prolonged my struggle with it. That's something that I'm definitely worried about with this second pregnancy. Since my daughter was born, I have hardly taken a day off in 4 years, which, for women who are trying to like plan to be able to expand their families, even that is a drain on mental health of teachers and leads to things like burnout. If it were something that would have existed 4 years ago, I wonder how that would have affected positively me and my family, and especially also with this one too. Something like this would really even the playing field for all of us to have that same opportunity and all of us to share in this thing that is a huge need for the recruitment and retention of teachers, because the truth is, we've got all of these young teachers coming in who are at the age where they're thinking about starting families. And it's hard to coax people into a profession where they know they're immediately going to be faced with these really difficult decisions of, do I stay? Do I go to something else that's going to be more supportive, when I need to take this leave, that sort of thing.